guys for being here. It's nice to see you. So last year, first OVC championship since 2013. You guys are coming into the season on a really nice high note. Tell me a little bit about what you guys think worked last season to make that happen.
I can let the boys defer to the boys on that first, but just up front, thank you guys for having us today. And Coach Jackson's not here, but as far as the coaching staff, we appreciate you guys taking out the time for us to get the boys up here and get some notoriety for Fairland Dragons.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, absolutely.
First off, I'd have to say, just working hard every day, working all summer. We don't have any days off, working, lifting every day. Goes a long way.
Definitely.
So what all have you guys focused on during the preseason in order to repeat that success from last year?
We've been focusing a lot on developing our younger guys where we had a lot of seniors graduate. We've been putting in a lot of work just overall on making sure they're game ready and getting real varsity reps. So
I think the main thing from the last year's team that you discussed to now is that youth. It's we've had a good solid core for a lot of years, and now it's the 2025 version of the Fairland Dragons, and it's let's get after it. Everybody's competing. There's opportunities everywhere all over the field. So these boys have worked their butt off in the spring to get back to kind of duplicate that success.
Mr. Bell. Coach Waylock B. I was able to talk with Coach Jackson earlier in the summer, and he mentioned about how there's going to be quite a few sophomore contributors on this team. Firstly, how do they look throughout the scrimmages? And then secondly, how has the senior leadership really been able to come in and help them bridge that gap getting into varsity playing time?
Yeah, so it goes back, these kids are used to getting the scout team and the practice reps, to now kind of being called upon to be key contributors to the team. So making them mindful of that, the first thing, let them know, hey, you're super talented and you deserve a right to be on the field, not just go show and prove it. And then to follow up to the seniors, these guys know what it's like to win and to be successful, and they've been here. So the blueprint has to start with them, but these guys have no egos. They also not big talkers, as you can tell so far. so we got to get them. But they enjoy each other's success, and that's the most important thing. And I think that whenever those sophomores that you asked about, that's going to help contribute. They'll be able to blend them in together.
Mr. Carter.
Yes, so you mentioned the experience of being kind of established as a program like this. You guys have been above 500 for the last 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
Next season could be the 10th in a row.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a decade of winning football.
Absolutely.
What's it kind of like, obviously, for the players playing for an established program like this, and what do you guys kind of think goes into this continued success you guys have seen?
We know what it's like to win. We've had real good teams since we've been freshmen. So it's our job to make sure we still have another winning season above 500.
It's a lot of expectations on us for this season, especially because we have to step up and take a big role on this season that we didn't have to take on last season with a lot of more experienced players.
Yeah, and then obviously you guys won the OVC last year, went undefeated in the conference. Actually, what was it kind of like winning that conference? And actually, I believe it was the first time since 2013.
Yes.
What was it? What did it kind of mean to you guys winning that conference?
It felt amazing. It meant a lot to us, and the seniors last year showed us we have big shoes to fill, and we have big expectations.
Yeah.
Mr. Lewis.
All right, so yeah. Sorry. So last year, you guys escaped Portsmouth in part thanks to Carter Black's late game heroics. So in this year's matchup, will also likely have big OVC title implications. How do you guys go into that game with them? Probably gunning for revenge in that
Yeah.
matchup.
I mean, it was a heck of a ball game, to say the least. The way that it ended, I think we ran 4 plays and called a timeout without any seconds on the clock or something like that. It was interesting, to say the least, but they're going to want to avenge that loss, and it'll be a heck of a ball game for both programs. Their style of play and our style of play, it's going to be a big rivalry game for sure. So we look forward to it and we embrace it.
So talking to you, seniors here, last year was the first time you guys have won a playoff game in your high school careers, and you've had some heartbreaking losses over the past couple of years. What is going to fuel you guys to keep adding on to the milestones that you've already made? You've already got over the hump of winning a playoff game, about 2, 3, 4. What are you guys doing to ensure that you go further in the playoffs this year?
So we just keep those losses in the back of our head. So we just have to make sure we're going out there every day, competing with each other, making each other better every day in practice. Just making sure we never have to experience loss like that again, those heartbreak losses.
And it's Davin, right?
Davin.
So you're taking over as starting quarterback, is that right?
No, it's Owen Bertram.
Okay. What have you guys seen from Owen that you have liked this season as far as pushing that success agenda forward?
He's done great he's been quarterback for about past month. He's done great. He's an underclassman, sophomore. Nice speed, has a good arm. He makes good decisions quick. He can get out the pocket and just fly. He's done great.
Yeah, he's all around a great player. His ability to scramble is, and it's amazing. And he can also make the deep throws and make any type of throws that we need him to make. So it's going to be a big upgrade for the program.
Yeah, and then with departures of names like Ethan Wall and Jack Hayden, what is something special that you guys have seen from this squad this year?
I'd first like to say Owen's scrambling ability. With that scrambling ability, takes it to a whole nother level. Ewall was more of a pocket passer, which no shame to him, he's a phenomenal player, but Owen can make those pocket passes and scramble, so it just opens up a whole new world of possibilities for our team and for our offense to move forward.
Maybe a more broad one, but I feel like it's important to ask. Kind of sort of going off what Noah asked, what is I'd say everyone's up here's individual and team goals that they have this year?
From a coaching perspective, I want to see all these guys flourish. Whether it's Davin running the ball, Connor catching wide, making great blocks, the leadership, they're all leaders in their own right. They're all quiet in their own regard. But when they come together, out there on that field, they play together. So it's kind of to your 2-part question. Individually, I just want them to have their own success in their own right. But from a collective standpoint in our team, I want that to kind of be the mission. Hey, show the younger guys what it's like to be a Fairland Dragon, and to be able to build that leadership and culture within the locker room.
Yeah. Individual, just helping my team win, even though it's team, but just doing what I can, doing my job. And as a team, I would like to get back-to-back OVC title.
Individually, I'd just like to make a couple big plays a game, help push forward in rough spots through the game, and be a good leader to the younger guys that are coming up and developing. From a team standpoint, I'd also like to win another OVC title and move a little bit further in the playoffs.
Yeah, individually, I'd like to make everyone better, like the seniors did last year for us. Just make them better for next year. Team, definitely win OVC.